Vintage, beyond
It was billed as the ultimate sports podcast.
I told you, all of my critics, I told you all that I was the greatest of all time.
Everybody has been waiting.
9.58!
I'm God gifted.
He's a fool! I'm the matador!
This is the Weekend Guy Podcast, and it begins now.
Yeah, now we're pushing it for.
Let's do F1.
Yeah, let's do F1 now.
You ready?
Start?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Dun, 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 dun. There should be that glitch kind of sound.
Donna, you sing?
No.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Hell no.
How? Good.
Hell
New year,
no.
new talent.
Oh, hell no. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the show. It's another week coming from an epic sporting weekend.
Indeed.
It's the weekend, guys. It's the weekend, guy. No Sihle.
Yes.
We're back. It's a new week. It's the second race week. Right?
Yes.
But I need feedback from the first race week.
one. Yeah, man. The F1 season has started.
Yep.
You know, all our hopes are high. Super high. You know, like you said the other day, we give it 5 weeks before our hopes start changing. You know, 5 races before our hopes start changing. So we're going to have high hopes until 5 weeks. We are in the second week of a back-to-back, so we are fortunate that the action just is coming through thick and fast. But man, yeah, the F1 season kicked off at Bahrain. Testing had its own results and predictions, but nothing matters more than the race.
Results.
On the first weekend. Yeah.
The race results. Let's be
Indeed.
specific on the result.
Yeah, so how are you feeling after the conclusion of the Bahrain Grand Prix?
It's a soap opera. Have you seen?
Yonkinto,
it's
imess, a movie,
Yeah.
drama.
It's a soap opera. Like, it's drama. I mean,
There's more action happening off the track than on the track.
yeah. I'm gonna talk about my team.
Okay.
And since we have space in the studio here in the future, that maybe there's 3 or 4 of us, people talk about their own teams.
For those who don't know,
But-
which is your team?
Mercedes Benz.
Okay.
I'm
What
a
about
Mercedes Benz fan. I'm not a Lewis Hamilton fan. I'm a Mercedes Benz fan. It goes back to what I told you. This is last year, 12 months ago. I said to you, Sihle, the Mercedes Benz mechanic are no longer good enough to be running the F1 team.
But they changed.
They didn't.
They did.
No,
James
the
Allison
head
came back.
mechanic changed, but the rest of the team is still the same.
Okay.
Here's my logic. And it comes back to what we've been talking about today in terms of the Premier League coaches and so on.
Yeah,
Those guys are still stuck in the past. So it's like you as an employee, what has worked in 3 years ago,
Yeah,
it
you
still
wanna
works
implement
today.
now.
The processes still works today, which the sport has evolved. Do you see what I'm saying? Because F1 is such a brutal sport that if a driver is not performing, you chuck them out.
Yes.
It's the same for the rest of the team. Because they need to be producing a car
That is
which
faster.
is cutthroat for the driver to drive it.
Yeah.
So that the driver is able to perform in that car. So what's happening at Mercedes-Benz is that the guys are still stuck in the past. They're not renewing. They're not poaching. They're not fighting. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be having, for example, I think Ferrari poached a Red Bull mechanic at some
Yeah.
point. Red Bull poached mechanic from Mercedes.
Yeah.
But Mercedes has not poached anyone. That's what I'm saying.
They're still.
Let me make an
promoting
example for
guys
you.
Internally,
Yes.
and don't do it.
From last season, just from last season, why did you poach guys at McLaren? Why didn't you poach guys at Aston Martin?
Yeah.
And at
Because
least they
they're
work on the
using
same engine.
Yeah.
Williams. Why did you take people from Williams? Just look at last season, the people you supply the engines for, and how they did.
But that whole poaching, right, needs to be signed off by one person.
Toto Wolff.
Exactly.
And now the questions are being asked, is he still the right person to be there? Because as much as the drivers are cutthroat, as much as it is cutthroat for the drivers. In
rest of the
F1,
organization.
the entire sport is cutthroat for everyone because what
You
it
cannot
takes.
get too comfortable.
Yes. So here's what I've said to you many episodes ago, that you need to recycle and poach. If you're going to rest on your laurels and think, this one did it for me last
You
year.
end up like Ferrari, who hasn't won a constructors in what,
Exactly.
15 years plus.
And that's the mistake they made. So
Yeah.
that's the mistake they made. Remember, Ferrari was all
Dominated,
Italians.
yeah.
No, they were all Italians, that we hire Italians. We're all Italian team.
Yeah,
But
the
what
sport
happens?
evolved.
The sport. The problem with F1 is not the personal, because the personal are irrelevant. The sport is moving at another pace that needs you to be cutthroat,
Yeah.
basically. I think I summed up very well there.
That is a mouthful for Merc fans as the opening segment.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, you've made very valid points, and I think from a Mercedes perspective, it's still early to judge because it's race one. So we said we'll give it 5 races.
Give it 5
to
races.
diagnose it and say it's okay.
But it was disappointing that you guys left the engine cooler covers on.
Listen.
So it's like,
Basic.
what kind of decision is being made here?
Yes, but
Like, what the fuck is being made here? Like, the rest of the grid,
also
they are all the...
open.
Yes, and then when you're the only one who's covered. So are you trying to play some lotto that you're some genius mechanic who's gonna...
And it caused a bit of your downfall.
No, it
or
caused-
contributed to the.
It is the downfall, basically, because the car's overheating.
But also, do you know what? Now, what is so nice as Ferrari fans? It's nice to see other teams make schoolboy errors.
Dude,
It's
imagine...
so nice when it's not you. Would I? Okay, at least this time we're saved.
Yeah, and coming into you guys, Carlos Sainz is proving...
So you know when you're unshackled, right, and you're driving with freedom, that's the indication he gave me this weekend.
But what the bullshit is that when no one came to hug him for the podium?
But also
That's Italian pride right
but
there.
no. Well, what I'm very conscious about, especially with social media, right? What we see on social media might not be the reality, right? Because in essence, we all know when the Grand Prix ends, the teams run down to
They looked
the
around.
presentation
They
area.
looked... Yes,
Yes. But by the time he was looking around, probably the team wasn't there yet. We all know it's tradition, guys. You're on a podium, so we need to get there, right? Where our fault then was, right? Not anticipating, Guti, listen, there's Charles' garage, there's Saints' garage, right? Saints' garage could have fucking ran off on the last lap already because it was a result that is obvious, right? So that by the time he gets there, you guys are there. Charles's garage can then do the rest of the cooling and shit like that. But come on, guys. Red Bull guys can't get there before you guys. And especially when you are Ferrari and you are red. It stands out.
Still talking points, mate. Conspiracy
stands
theories a lot. But on the first race, though.
Yeah,
Because my issue is that
It's
on the
social
first
media.
race, though.
But it's one angle we saw, guys. It's
But then
one
why
angle.
is Charles' car always fucked up?
It's Ferrari.
Like, why is his car
But
always
it's-
fucked up?
it's-
Because
it's Ferrari. We can never have a perfect weekend.
like, if you look at Carlos, his car was fine. He
Yeah,
was
he
driven.
had-
Dude,